So, all right, we're back. We're good. Go live. We're good.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
Fine. All right.
All right.
So back to discussing how Bethesda really isn't, you know, go back to what you were saying about Fallout 76.
Well, Fallout 76. It's funny, really. The game itself didn't used to actually be a game. It used to be a mod that was released in 4 Fallout
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. Why are we just why do we the fact that Bethesda went out and shut down a open development mod for Fallout 76, or not 76, Fallout 4, that was getting developed for Fallout Online, but no one discusses on how that was. And then they took that and said, you know what, this is mine now. I'm going to use it to make money.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's very controversial.
Yeah. Like, here, you keep talking.
Alright. Well, Fallout 76. Basically, what happened is that the mod turned game, in order to get the $60 price tag, they had to port over the Fallout 4 engine, which is why the game seems so similar. Now, the problem with that is that not only is it a Fallout game, meaning that a lot of the menus and the FAT systems just started becoming broken, is the main problem with how Fallout 4 is not really set up to be an online platform. Remember, Skyrim together, even with their limitations, they still have to take a very long time in order to make Skyrim successfully online. Now, the online part of it, I wouldn't really care too much. Just to be able to be in a world with my friend and have experiences together would be. The problems start to arise when they take in the MOBA, or the, sorry, not MOBA, MMO features that you get from Massive Online, and you take it and you put it into a Fallout game. Now, sadly, they've had the traditions of normal MMOs where the quests start to pile on, the rewards seem lacking, and there's a big emphasis on the Atom Shop, which is where you spend your real world money.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about the Atom Shop real quick. I don't understand why that was such a big, that there was such a big emphasis on the Atom Shop. You constantly, for everything you do, you don't, you get something called Atom. And, you can do things like buy repair kits and customization and all that stuff. And the fact that they're putting so much just detail into, like, not detail, but like, they're just pounding it into you that they want you to spend money in the for the Atom Shop to buy atoms so you can get cosmetic stuff and repair kits and all that stuff to make the game easier. It's not like how, like, take the Manco store, for example, in Team Fortress 2. They're not really constantly pushing it on you. It's just kind of there. You can play perfectly fine without it. And for everything you do in that game, you don't constantly keep getting Atom to notify, hey, look, we're here. This is our store. You should use it. You know?
It really takes on the pay-to-win model when they recently added in their repair kit, as well as removing a lot of legendary encounters and reducing how long fusion cores last in power armor.
Yeah.
Putting even more emphasis on the Atom Shop itself.
Yeah, so the Atom Shop is really Fallout 76 in general is just a one big ass cash grab for Bethesda. I don't like game companies developing games solely so they can get cash. I want Bethesda. When Fallout 76 first came out, it fucking sucked. All right, It was absolute garbage.
It still does.
It still is, but it's not as bad as what it was in release. In release, now that was, they were asking so much money for it, and all that, and everyone paid. Everyone got even the collector's edition. Now the collector's, that was a bunch of bullshit. What they did there, they promised canvas bags. I personally didn't. I'm not gonna buy the game, but I don't think that they should say, hey, we're gonna give you canvas bags and then give you some cheap ass, what is it, nylon bags, and ship that as, hey, look, you guys paid what? How much? Hold on.
I believe it was in the hundreds.
So the Fallout 76 Collector's Power Armor Edition, which is the one that came with the canvas bag and everything, was what? Here, it was $200. $200 for what? Yeah, $200 is what their official Bethesda Gear.net, their store, they're wanting $200 for a game, a cool power armor helmet. Gotta say, the power armor helmet got me excited. But then when they came out with the canvas bags, let's see. Oh, and they changed it now. So when I could probably use the Wayback Machine, but I'm not gonna do all that. But right now they updated it. It was a canvas bag, but now they updated it. Full-scale, wearable T-45 power armor helmet with a nylon carrying bag. Because they wanted to save money and knew that canvas was a little too expensive for their taste.
I think the worst part is that when the collector's edition came out for Fallout New Vegas, the canvas bag was actually able to be delivered, and it worked successfully.
Well, Fallout New Vegas collector's edition, hold on. I was actually there. You can still buy them. They're still in stock. I was gonna get some for myself because I thoroughly enjoyed Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 4 was okay. I spent a lot of. I really liked the settlement system, so I spent a lot of time doing that. But Fallout New Vegas was hands down one of my favorite games. That
I think we should.
The modern.
I think we should specify that we are in fact Fallout fans.
Yeah. We're not haters. I genuinely love the Fallout series. I really like, but the way they did 76 and the way that they did Fallout 4 was okay. 4 was okay. That can get a pass. I played a lot of the game. That gets a pass. But Fallout 76 has no excuse. It's not getting a pass from me. Yeah, the Fallout New Vegas Collector's Edition came out with everything it needed. The Lucky 7 poker chip. You know, they had a full deck of cards that came with the Lucky 38 Platinum chip it came with. It has a director's book and a documentary DVD. See, now that's fine. That's all cool. We're good there. But then you go to buy with the canvas bag, but they didn't come with a canvas bag. See, I'm not sure what Fallout 70 or Fallout New Vegas's one comes in. I think it comes in like a rustic looking box. But 76, everyone was promised. They paid $200 for the collector's edition with the helmet and the canvas bag, but they didn't deliver on the canvas bag because they're cheap. Right now, I am looking at an Amazon Power Armor Edition, right, for the PC, and people are returning them because they're not getting their canvas bags. And then, okay, on top of that, when people got their bags, they were all like, "Hey, what the hell? Come on, why are you doing this to us?" And they come out and we're on it. It'll take us 6 months. 6 months to actually. My question is, why the hell did that just not come out in the first place? They could have easily said, okay, look, whoever bought it, whoever pre-ordered it, cool. But from now on, if you buy it, it's going to be nylon. Kind of like what they did there. But they
When the issue that arose from that was that when they went to return and ask for the new bag, they had to put all their personal information on their main website. You know, Bethesda, they're definitely known for their bugs, and that doesn't really stop at the main hub in which where all of their gaming can be found. Because funny enough, when people started submitting those things, they actually were being DDoSed. Because all their information.
Where'd you find all that? Where'd you find all that at? I haven't seen that yet.
On their main website, you can actually look into people's like personal information.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, and the worst part is nobody got their canvas back.
If they're trying, if people are doxing people because they're like, hey, give us more mailing information, that's a bunch of bullshit right there.
Well, it's practically out there for the taking due to Bethesda's way of managing information.
Look, I'm reading some of these reviews on Amazon, right? And some of them say like wearable helmet, and then they're like the instructions say, all right, look, to wear this. What? Another thing I had a problem with is people for the PC. I'm not sure for the other consoles, but I saw people buying it for the PC. They bought the thing for the disc, right? But it didn't come with the disc. It came with a cardboard disc. That because discs are too expensive to produce, so we'll just use cardboard discs, right? And what it was is they used the cardboard disc and then they printed a redeem voucher on the disc, and some people weren't even able to get the game code not to work because that was a big no-no.
Yeah.
Moving on. I was really excited for Bethesda this year because I was wanting to see the Elder Scrolls 6. I wanted to see more information on the Elder Scrolls 6. But they decided no, we're not gonna do that.
They barely even referenced the game in the E3 trailers.
Yeah, I know. Here, Todd Howard was barely even in the E3 thing, but I understand that. They announced another mobile game, which, God forbid, there's not enough mobile games out there to keep people entertained. Here, you take it from here. I need to mute my mic real quick.
The new mobile game that he's talking about is well, there's quite a few of them, but the first one you probably already know about is the Elder Scrolls Blades coming to the Switch as of recent. The funny thing is that another funny thing, I say that a lot. Sorry. The thing about it is that I personally have a fairly decent phone. It definitely wasn't cheap, and I have a fairly good internet company. Yet my phone still isn't good enough to run the game. I probably would be able to do it on the Nintendo Switch, but it's not really a standalone game. It's just more like a port.
Yeah.
Like a little mini thing that you can, as of, I don't know, when it comes to the Elder Scrolls 6 situation, we only got like a few clips, like cinematic clips in the beginning, like intro part, and after that there was almost no reference of it, as if Bethesda had nothing to do with Elder Scrolls 6 in the first place.
Yeah, I was really hoping that, hey, we'd get something. Just a little glimpse, maybe just a tiny glimpse of, it being there. But no, we didn't get anything on it. We got Commander Keen, Fallout 76, Shitty's Battle Royale, let's see, what was the other thing? That Japanese game, that looked pretty cool. I can't think of anything else.
It's alright.
Here, I was just watching it, and, you know, it was okay.
The E3 demonstration from Bethesda, it really wasn't anything spectacular.
No, it was pretty poor. Now, with the thing on E3, Deep Silver, I think, it was one of the people who produced Saints Row. They were discussing on Saints Row 3 just came out for the Switch, right? So they were going to do something at E3 because they were announcing. I haven't found anything on it, but they were doing something with the whole. Fuck, what's it called? They were announcing that they were going to do on their Twitter feed. They were announcing that to watch out, or something to do with this weekend, and to subscribe to the YouTube channel, which I sincerely hope that it was another Saints Row game, because I have no idea how they're going to do it from Saints Row 4, or Get Out of Hell for that matter. Get Out of Hell fucking sucked. I did not like that. My favorite game, hands down, has to be Saints Row 3. But, I sincerely hope about it. They just got announced a Saints Row movie. Yeah, they did an interview, and they're gonna do a Saints Row movie, I believe.
Well, with most games, I'd be shocked, but I think Saints Row is a really good fit for the movie industry.
I think Saints Row would be good. If they can make the movie good, go for it. As long as it's not a Super Mario Brothers movie, you're doing all right. Cause fuck, man, I remember watching that movie. That was sincerely something. But what? Oh, we were back to Bethesda. Sorry. I personally, I would absolutely love to see Fallout New Vegas remastered. Have like updated graphics and everything. Make it look, polish it, make it look shiny. Don't half-ass it. It will be good to go. I'm just glad Bethesda didn't sell out to the Epic Game Store. Now, I'm glad that Steam has some competition. But yet again, I'm not. Because Steam, alright, if we go over to Steam right now, Steam has literally every game I need. From like Saints Row 3, Team Fortress 2, Dishonored, and the Wolfenstein series. Now those are some of my favorite games. LA Noire especially is one of my favorites, but it has all those. But then there's like the Origin launcher, which has all your what's it called? Oh, your EA games. There we go.
There you go.
They have, and then they have the Epic Games Store, which has your, all your games that just want some more money. Alright, I don't have fun. I'm fine. I'm fine with them wanting more money. Steam should probably update that. But the thing I hate, store exclusive games. That is one thing I absolutely hate. I'd prefer to have everything in one place at one time. That's it. I mean, even fucking Discord has their own game store. with their Nitro feature, which is okay. Their Nitro feature's okay. I don't like the thought of subscribing to games. Now, things like World of Warcraft, I can't stand because of the monthly subscription thing. And I can kind of see on how the games are going to all spiral that way. And if they do, I will be severely disappointed and be sticking back to the games like right now, where we have the, like Skyrim. If the next Elder Scrolls games, I'm not sure if ESO is like that, but, so I'm not going to play ESO.
Friend?
Yeah, what's up?
Do you think, is there any way you can turn up the stream volume a bit? We're a little...
Yeah, hold on.
Sounds like we're talking in a different room.
Alright, that should help out a little bit. But subscription-based games suck. No one wants them. I mean, I could see if you're a fan of, like, World of Warcraft, hey, good for you. You didn't play that. But, if you're not like that, you don't like it, kind of like me, on how you just want to buy your game and just play it. That could be a real pain in the ass. For games. Like, what's another one of example? Another example of do you know any examples of having to pay a subscription?
Well, there's of course the consoles, which are, Xbox
yeah, alright.
Live.
Xbox Live and alright, that's why I personally love the PC. I love playing on the computer. Mainly because you don't have to pay to play online.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why we like the computer over the consoles. The accessibility, the customization,
the modifications.
And one of the big reasons is there's no extra cost to having to do the console online. Like even Nintendo has a paid subscription.
Yeah. So say
system's trash, but they still have it.
Alright, so an example. Say I got Payday 2. Almost strictly multiplayer games. You're not gonna have. I'm gonna say, if you don't have friends to play with that game, you're not gonna have fun for long. That game you can buy on the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3 or 4 or Xbox One, and you have to, for my belief, you have to pay to play online on top of buying a $30, $40 game, which is bullshit.
It is. It's really annoying.
Like Watch Dogs. Texan used to come over to my house with his Xbox 360. We were so fucking hyped to play Watch Dogs online, but we couldn't because we didn't have Xbox Live. Now, eventually, he got Xbox Live. We got to be able to play that. But I still don't believe that, like Steam, I understand on how they're trying to. You're basically paying for the upkeep of the server. But what's the point in paying for the upkeep of the server if the servers fucking suck?
Yeah.
Here, what's another example?
I think we're good on examples.
But yeah, subscription-based anything. Alright. Look. I know there's subscription-based services like Hulu. I'm perfectly fine with paying for something like that. I personally really enjoy Hulu and Amazon Prime.
A singular purchase would be better.
It would be, but
to have the access to everything, I can understand why they want a monthly subscription.
So
we're not buying the movies individually.
Yeah.
We're paying to watch them. It's like a renting service.
So yeah, it's like Redbox kinda. Or I'm not sure if you pay monthly for that.
Each movie?
It's like a Blockbuster membership, I believe. Hold on. I may be talking out of my ass here.
No, when you pay one Redbox movie is about $1. and so you're renting it fairly much for the night. And Netflix is a lot like that, but on a much larger scale.
I hope I'm not talking out of my ass for this.
I'm sure you're not.
Because then I look like a dick. Alright, well... Alright, so an example would be that GameFly subscription thing. You can... You pay for a subscription, and you're all like... Here, let me get on the website real quick. And
GameFly was cool for the moment, but after I tried using it seriously, it ended up just costing much more than actually buying the game.
So, alright. So you can, with their, where you can rent one game or movie at a time, which is, $9, or, it's about $9.50 for 3 months, and then it's $15 for the rest of the time you hold the subscription. And then there's the, $13.50 a month, or $22.95 for the, remaining if you have the subscription. So, you don't have to pay for the games, but you're basically just renting a game, and you can get, a shitty scratched up fucking disc that doesn't even work from them. So, yeah, so subscribe. You guys know what a subscription service is like. I would absolutely hate to see if video games go that way.
It would be a travesty.
I would be genuinely disappointed if games went that way. And fuck, how'd we get here?
Oh, we're talking about Bethesda.
Oh, yeah, the Epic Games approach. We were talking about the Epic Games Store. Like I said, alright. Let me go back to talking about Epic Games real quick. I'm fine with, like I said earlier, I'm fine with, Steam having some competition.
Yeah, it definitely
gets it's good.
And gets them
developing. Yeah, it gets them off their ass, and then they get really good games to come to the thing, like, Halo Master Chief Collection. I'm excited as hell to get that on Steam.
Valve Index recently came out.
Oh yeah, that looks fucking cool.
After Valve has helped all the other big companies design their own thing,
they just
decided
to be all like, hey, you know what? Shut up, all of you guys. This is mine now. And then they, you know, then they're all like, okay. Alright, so another thing is, like, I know I said earlier that, Fallout 76 was basically one big... It totally is. But, they just wanted the $200 that people paid, and then they just left. And then they're done. They're fine. We don't want them anymore. We're good. There's a bunch of games like that out there right now. So I'd be careful. One of the biggest cash grabs I can think of is, what's that game? No Man's Sky. No Man's...
I think that one's been hit with enough criticism that people know.
But still, that has to be one of the biggest examples of a cash grab ever, is that game. Or, let's see.
Well, that's cool. There's another Warhammer card game.
Ah, okay. That's another thing. Online card games. I don't like them. I'd much rather... See, I personally love Magic the Gathering. I have... They're great. But I cannot stand online card games like Elder Scrolls Legends or, Hearthstone, or all that stuff. Can't stand them. Don't like them. I'd prefer to play in person. But I know some people can't do that. That's fine with me. You do you. I don't care. I hate it. Now, Bethesda, they're doing great on some of their other series, like the Wolfenstein series. I loved New Colossus. I'm excited for the next one. The Elder Scrolls series they're doing fine with. They're really pushing Skyrim, but it's a good game, so I can see why. With the fact that they're pushing Skyrim is they're right now they're basically pushing it to the point where you can get it on your fucking phone with blades. So the other Elder Scrolls series, the Elder Scrolls series are doing all right with, except there's obviously Elder Scrolls Online, but their Dishonored series is okay. I really like the first one. I haven't. Texin can speak from experience on how the second one is.
It's just not that good.
Is it? So what do you mean by it's not that good?
It's not that bad. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying that compared to the groundwork the first one set, it really was a let.
How was the first one? Or wait, what am I retarded? Sorry. What is your opinion on the first one?
Well, the first one I personally thought was really good. It didn't really. The voice acting was. It could be questionable, but I really did think that they took the right approach with making it seem bored or unenthusiastic due to the times.
Yeah,
The art style is nice. Everything looks like a pastel painting with water.
I really like Dishonored 1. I really like the stealth factor. Some of the crazy plays that people do, where they stop time and shoot arrows up, and then they predict where the tall boys are gonna walk. How was did you ever play the other Dishonored game? Death of the whatever.
Death of the Outsider.
Yeah.
It was effectively a Dishonored 2 DLC that made its own standalone game, and it's got as many gripes, if not more, that I had for the second.
Would you say it's a cash grab?
No, like I said, it's not a bad game. It's definitely worth checking out. But compared to the first game, it just really can't stand the mark.
Yeah.
I think the first game is worth every penny you spend on it, including the DLC. But the second game, I'd wait for a sale.
Alright. Yeah, I wouldn't pay more than $10 for a 76 myself.
76 definitely has that quality that it feels like it's either made by an indie developer who had to rush it, or is a work in progress. We're playing the beta.
Yeah, but they released it as a full release game.
$60 and all.
Yeah. Fuck, what am I trying to say here? Fallout 76 made a lot of... I was super hyped for the game. But when I first started... I was even going to pre-order the game. That would have been a mistake.
Oh, yeah, big one.
Another thing is... are all game designers and every game company going towards the Battle Royale scene. We were talking about this earlier. And it's not because I'm like, oh, Battle Royale's bad, Fortnite bad, PUBG bad, but it's more
popular. It's popular, therefore it's wrong.
And it's popular, therefore I hate it. No, I don't find him fun. But that's coming from me. I love team-based shooters. I love Team Fortress 2. I haven't played Rainbow Six Siege, but I'm sure it's fun. I know Morehow has a... Morehow definitely... But I love Morehow the Horde mode and the Frontline mode. Those are fun. The dual modes, those are great. The Battle Royale is okay. but
and just not a
it's
really big
I'm
battle royale
not a
fan.
big battle royale fan.
And I don't know. For me personally, it's mostly the RNG and how stale it can get, and just the skills, like how easy it is for like a high level player to just completely dominate a lower level because they just have more experience. Like
Yeah,
Fortnite,
we were talking, or we were playing 76 the other day, when it first came out for free, and we were base set up and everything on one of those things you can claim. And out of nowhere, this 122 player comes and kills me.
166.
Oh, 166 player comes out and destroys me and Texan here, and
He was the all-seeing cat here. This weird, grotesque.
I started cussing him out.
Yeah, he was a little too low level to be killed, so he instead came up, killed me, and took the base. And there was really nothing we could do. I mean, I could.
The only thing I did was I just cussed him out and basically told him, "Wow, look at you, Mr. Big Guy, and look at you, Mr. 166 coming down here and picking on us, level 6 and level 4, I think, what we were at the time." And then he claims everything and steals all our shit.
The issue with that is that at that situation, there was really nothing we could have done.
We can't kill him.
We couldn't kill him, injure him, go into a fight. We couldn't stop him from taking our base or destroying and taking our loot.
So we kind of just had to retreat.
We were forced to watch him, take over the base. There was nothing we could have done, and that's like one of the biggest. That's one of the bigger issues with games like that. And with the battle royale scene, it's something that's sort of similar. Sure, you don't start off with all the high level gear, but map knowledge and it depends on the game how overpowered they are. Like in Fortnite, if you're really good at building, it's almost impossible to actually hit someone unless you're on their level and able to build just as well.
I remember back when I was playing Minecraft Hunger Games. I always knew with this enchanted sharpness level 5 sword, diamond sword was, and it was in a furnace a little ways from spawn. And I could always get to it first before any other player got there. See, that's map knowledge is like gold in the battle royale scene.
It is. Well, also the big thing about battle royales is that RNG. So even when you get to that point where you know where everything is, you still have to hope in a lot of situations that you get the good gear that comes out of it, like the chests in Fortnite or the random item placements in PUBG. There was that recent battle royale game that came out that I thought was so cool until I realized it was a battle royale game called Spell Slingers, I think, Spell Breakers. The idea is that you get gauntlets and other attachments that allow you to cast spells. And the combat is fun, and the game engine itself is great. The problem is that because it's a battle royale and we use fantasy style ratings, like rarity systems, it adds to the RNG even more. So let's say you're really good with a certain element like wind, but you're really bad with something like ice. The problem arises that you don't really have a way of changing or going for a way that you're really good at. You don't really have a way of improving at your strong points because you have to just hope. And when you run into somebody who just lucked out and got higher level equipment, you're almost guaranteed to lose. And it's like that with almost every battle royale game. That's my personal issue with it.
Yeah, that's why I really liked Ark Survival of the Fittest. That was one of my favorite battle royales because it doesn't matter if you find something lucky like a revolver. You can just walk up and start crafting things and building up your base and stuff, or getting weapons, and you can start crafting weapons and spears and stuff. You don't have to go out and find things.
It was a lot more freeform. Just the way you're able to do things. It was less like a mishmash of just trying your best not to die and walking out, and more of an actual Like the fun
How?
things you
All
find
right.
in a survival game shrunken down to an actual enjoyable piece of time, like 15 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like Ark takes fucking forever to actually get going into the game. But Ark Survival of the Fittest it's like a shrunken down version of Ark, and it's free to play.
Exactly.
But I have no idea where this big battle royale craze came from originally. Look, I've tried Fortnite. I'm personally not a fan of it. Just like I'm not a fan of the most recent Call of Duties. My favorite Call of Duty is World at War.
Second best definitely comes in with the Modern Warfare.
Yeah, the Modern Warfare series is also pretty good. I'm currently still playing through them right now, and I still need to get the third one. But World at War was one of my favorite Call of Duties. The modern day Call of Duties, like Infinite Warfare and all that stuff, is just it gets boring. It gets repetitive. With Call of Duty Modern or Call of Duty World at War, it was at least it wasn't as repetitive as it is now. Like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, you could dominate the whole server with a sniper rifle. That's why I still don't play the game. Another one is fuck, what's that game called? Hold on. It's in my Steam list. I'll get it. There it is. Heroes of Generals. Great game. A lot of people don't like it because of the grinding. I personally don't mind grinding as long as it's done right. But, see, that's a fun game. You have to work, progress in order to get it. But in, like, games like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, you can literally just buy a sniper rifle and be all like, alright, ka-chow. I'm gonna kill everyone. So, it's a balancing issue, basically. That's why I love Team Fortress 2. You don't need to buy things in order to play the game. The classes are semi-balanced. They're not completely balanced, but they're balanced enough to where you can start off with stock and slowly progress through drops if you want to stay free to play. Anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you covered the bases pretty well.
Alright. Another reason why I don't really enjoy battle royales is I don't see me personally. I can't really do good with games like that because I get super pissed off really quickly. But that's just a me thing. I remember getting super pissed off. I nearly broke a Xbox controller before. That just pissed me off beyond belief. But I can't do well with that kind of stuff. But that's just a personal issue with me. Morehow I can get angry with that. In Team Fortress 2, I made medic, and I get angry when spies backstab you. Or what really pissed me off in that game was pyros when I was playing a spy or maining spy. They would just constantly just fuck up your day.
Yeah, pyros are fairly bad, but I think we should leave stuff like that out of this discussion.
Alright.
This podcast has been going on for, what, half an hour now?
About 45 minutes. I want to continue. I want to have it lengthen out to another 15 minutes.
Alright, well, I think our finish up, kind of like wrap out the statement, we should probably talk about, let's bring it back to 76 or the Fallout series. We don't have to talk about 76. We can talk about how cool Fallout New Vegas is and the reason why so many people love it.
All right, so the reason why I absolutely love New Vegas, I personally as an RPG first, FPS second. How Fallout 4 and 76 are FPS first, RPG second. Like in Fallout New Vegas, I really like how they did it. The only thing you know when you first get into the game is that you are a courier and you were shot in the head. But in Fallout New Vegas, or 4, you know that you were a person in the army. You were a soldier in the army, and that didn't really set up for things like, say, you were a soldier in the U.S. Army. You couldn't go out there and say, hey, I'm now, look at me, or I'm like Chinese communist, or I'm a Soviet. You can't do that in 4 because of the beginning of the game. You're introduced to saying that showed you that you were in the fight, and Fallout 76, you're a vault dweller. Same thing in 3. So you kind of have to mold your character around being a vault dweller. So I couldn't go out and say, I couldn't go out and tell people in Fallout 76, or not 76, but Fallout 3, that my character used to be in the Brotherhood of Steel when he's like level 2, because he used to be but he left the Brotherhood of Steel because he was a vault dweller. Or in Fallout New Vegas, you could say, hey, my character has bits of memories of joining the New California Republic, so I'm going to go towards that. Or so you can actually mold your character on how you want to be in New Vegas, but in 4, 76, and 3, you're kind of stuck around a shell, molding around a shell.
Yeah. Personally, why I enjoy Fallout New Vegas more than the other Fallout games, and I don't really I have a really low bar when it comes to Fallout, or really high depending on how you look at it. My first Fallout game was Fallout 3, which is, like, a lot of people claim to be, other than 76, of course, the worst Fallout game in the series.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really have good standings on Fallout to begin with, but then once I picked up 76, I was ready to try out the other ones, like Fallout 4, the original first 2, the ones that had, like, the top-down perspective.
Yeah.
4, on Fallout 3, I probably get past, like, the 3-dog radio main quest line for it.
Okay.
And then I would just kind of abandon it. Fallout New Vegas, however,